big thing about this that I need you to keep in mind is that there really isn't a right and a wrong on this. As we go through this, I hope, and you know, I don't know if I do a good job, I hope I do, but I hope that the beginning of this is very regimented, like this is how we do it every time. And the further we get in the course, the more flexible things are, because there are two sides of CAD, right? There's the computer-aided drawing, right? And computer-aided design side of it. So the drawing side of it is kind of what we focus, and then the design side is what we kind of move towards. So with this, however it came out is up to you, the designer. So because there aren't any standards to live by, you're free reign on this thing. So however you want your tread to look. That same principle is really going to apply to the spokes. Okay, so there are a couple of constraints in this that we need to kind of live by, and I want to point those out here. But you also kind of have to keep in mind that as you're drawing this thing, there's a little bit of creative freedom involved. So the spokes, if you kind of center in on this one, and I'm going to zoom on it a little bit just so you can see. If you notice that this hole right here actually connects to this spoke, right? I know that's kind of weird to see, but it offsets, right? It's at an angle, if you will. So we need to kind of reproduce that. That's one of the things that matter. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. And I need to do this so that I have a line and it connects to this circle. And this is something we've talked about. It's not from the quadrant. Would you agree? If I look at this, right? If I follow this line down, it's not hitting this at the quadrant. It's hitting it at the tangent. You remember when we had to do this, right? So I'm going to get a line, and I'm going to have to type that TAN enter. This is the first application of, like, why the hell do we need to learn that? Well, here you go. This is it in application. This guy actually connects to the tangent of that circle. And then as I pull it out, I'm going to have to interpret about where that thing falls. So if I'm kind of looking at this thing, I know it's probably like a 30-degree-ish angle. And again, does it really matter? No, but I want it to look about right. So I'm going to put it there. And again, it doesn't matter to me. You could put it 35 degrees. It doesn't really matter. But I want it to be about there. And I'm also going to put one at the bottom, right? Because this spoke has some thickness to it. And again, this is TAN enter. And I'm going to connect that guy, and I want these to be fairly parallel because that part kind of matters. And the snaps are going to be in your way on this, just so you know. So you can either turn them off or you can just zoom in and override them, however you want to handle that. But it should be fairly parallel. Something that looks sort of like that. So it does connect to the circle with a TAN enter, so tangent snap, and then it's going to come out to somewhere that's parallel to this guy. When I was in college, my professor would pack up the whole room, turn off the lights, and leave at this point.
Oh, we're concentrating on our drawings.
That is not a joke.
I'll
That's
talk
awesome.
more. I thought I talked.